welcome back to another episode. In the last few videos, we've been exploring the southern parts of Thailand, finding some great beach camps, swimming in the most picturesque dam and island hopping to Koh Chang for a few days. To watch those videos, you can head over to our Patreon account via a link in the description below. In this episode, we're making a quick visit to Cambodia to visit Angkor Wat before heading to Phnom Penh, where we'll apply for our Indian visa, then see the beautiful countryside as we make an unsuccessful attempt to find some nice beach weather before heading back into Thailand. So our second attempt last night at crossing the Thai-Cambodia border went relatively smoothly. The guys on the Thai side were actually really helpful, and they didn't blame us for not having the form which we were supposed to have, and then the guys on the Cambodian side, they were pretty easygoing, so it all went pretty smoothly. And then we ended up crossing over. It was probably like 7:30 or something like that, and it was already dark, so instead of driving in the dark and driving on the other side of the road, which we haven't done yet, we decided just to camp near the border. So we went to, actually I had a look on Google and there was a wine shop but I just seen that they had like a car park sort of thing next door, so we went there, and the owners were actually so lovely and they let us camp there and gave us a nice shower, so it wasn't such a bad end to the day. So we're just on our way to Siam Reap now, and it was actually a nice little drive. We got to go off-road for about 50 kilometres or something. Yeah, so got nothing to say.
That was good. Taking one turn and you're off on a dirt track again.
Yeah, Malaysia and Thailand, it was sort of like you just don't.
The roads are good everywhere.
Yeah, like the roads are good everywhere. Everything is sealed.
The GPS will always take you on a sealed road, whereas here we followed the GPS and like the first turn was onto an unsealed road, which is good. Nice through the country, through the farms.
And it's crazy. The cows here are so tall. They'd be taller than me, I think. Like some of them are. Anyway, so we've still got 170 k's until we get to Siam Reap. So we arrived in Siam Reap after a bit of a dusty ride here. After you can see the state of the car. It doesn't look like that for a while, probably since we're in Sumbawa, I think, in the middle of the wet season in Indonesia. So we came straight to the Angkor Wat ticket office to buy our day pass for tomorrow, but it also gives us access to the temples for a brief period this evening before they close for the night. So we've come to check out Angkor Wat, which we get to by walking across this bridge here. And then we're going to get up nice and early tomorrow morning for the sunrise, and then spend the day exploring the park. Sunrise was short and sweet. Wasn't much.
That's coming back again.
Oh really? Oh look, there's the pink coming back. Kind of. It's actually really quiet here this morning. Like there's so many more people yesterday afternoon. Yeah, everything that we'd read online said that it just gets absolutely chaotic here for sunrise, but I don't know, like it's just really nice and peaceful here at the moment. It's good.
Angkor is pretty big, so we'll try and keep the temple footage brief. Once a mega city, Angkor was the capital of the Khmer Empire between the 9th and 15th centuries. Considered the largest pre-industrial city in the world, the infrastructure covered at least 1,000 square kilometres, with these temples at the centre. The temples themselves are spectacular, though the design and engineering behind the construction of the whole area is equally impressive.
Work it. Work it. I think I'm probably going to tear a hole in my pants. I only just sewed them up. What do you reckon of the temple so far?
This one's good. I much prefer these sort of ones that have been kind of left
untouched to the nature. I imagine that's kind of what they were like when they were found, probably a bit more overgrown.
There's so many trees growing on this one. It's awesome.
But in general, no, they're good. The size of this place is pretty impressive. And there's nowhere near as many people as what everybody makes it out there to be. I don't know if it's just because we're here in the off season and the weather hasn't been too great lately, but today we've snagged a perfect day. It's been raining the last few days pretty hard, but today sun's out and because of the rain it's a little bit muggy, but under these canopies here around these temples it's beautiful. They've only got, I think, 2 to go, and then we'll find a good perch to catch the sunset.
So we ended up camping at the tourist police station for Siam Reap. So it was actually a really nice spot to camp, nice grassy bit out the front. So the entrance to Angkor Wat is literally like right there. So we found this camp spot on the Overland app, so there is definitely times where that app really comes in handy because it was just such a convenient camp spot. So today we are driving to Phnom Penh. I've actually just figured out how to pronounce that properly. It's about a 5-hour drive to get there, and we will be getting our Indian visas there. So I think it's only about a 3-day wait to get the visas, so hopefully it's a pretty straightforward process, and then we'll be heading back over to Thailand. So we ended up having a bit of difficulty finding somewhere to free camp in Phnom Penh. So I ended up having a look on Google for hostels which have some parking, and I found one which is called Envoy. So this is the parking area that they've got in front of the hostel. This is the entry to the hostel. It's actually really nice and chilled out here. It's definitely not a party hostel. The guys here are awesome. It's been perfect too. So what we'd normally do is we'd offer to pay like a small fee just to park here and also use their facilities to have a shower and stuff. So we dropped our passports off at the Indian Embassy yesterday morning, and they're going to take about, I think, like 5 or 6 days for them to get them ready. So we're thinking that we might leave today and visit the killing fields and then keep driving south for, I think it's like 150 k's or something, to a village called Kampot, and there's also a beach nearby called Kep. So we'll just hang out there until our visas are ready to be picked up on Thursday. So we arrived in Kep yesterday afternoon. As it is sort of towards the end of the rainy season, it is still pretty blowy down on the beach, so the water is pretty brown and not overly appealing, but it is that time of the year, so it is what it is. So we ended up looking for somewhere to camp just off the beach, and we ended up finding this cow paddock. There was some cows here just before, but I missed them. It's really nice and peaceful. We've actually ended up just doing not much today. It's just been glorious weather, and it's been a while since we've had just a full day of sun. It's just been bliss. So we don't really have much to show you of what we've been doing today.
There's not a lot to do here except for the beach.
Yeah, it's quite a relaxing sort of coastal town.
Which is good.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're going back to Phnom Penh to pick up our Indian visas and passports because they'll be ready. We'll be going a different way back though because the road down here got pretty potholy.
Well, this road's no better than the other road. It's pothole, but the potholes are like, they go the width of the road and they're pretty big, so just dropping the tyres a little bit because we're running highway pressures at the moment, so just to make the ride a bit smoother.
This is a busy road.
This one's good.
So we've just arrived in Phnom Penh. We've got a few hours to kill before we go and pick up our visas because they only do pick up between 4 and 5. So we're going to go and check out the central market. Apparently there's anything you could ever imagine in there, but we're pretty hungry, so I think we'll just go straight to the food and then just have a bit of a look around and yeah, kill some time before we go and pick up our passports. The real reason that we came to the market here is because I wanted to buy some scarves, which there are a lot of them in Cambodia, but I wanted to buy them for when we get further into the trip to the Middle East, where it is very important that I cover up. So yeah, I got a couple, which was good to add to my wardrobe. Okay, bye! Bye! Our passports back yesterday, no problems getting our Indian visa, which was really good. We ended up parking up at the hostel again just for the night, and they gave us a very warm welcome and then a big goodbye this morning. Really lovely there, they're such nice guys. So now we're getting out of Phnom Penh, so we're heading straight for the Thai border, so it's about 300 kilometers, but Google's saying it's about 5.5 hours. Yeah, so hopefully we make it there in good time, and then the crossing back in is pretty smooth and straightforward. We've got a hitchhiker. So we just seen this guy cycling. He cycled all the way from Spain, so we're just giving him a quick lift up the hill. It's pretty hot today, so...
The road's terrible.
Yeah, the roads, they're terrible, they're fun, but yeah, help me out just for that little bit.
That's it for this episode and our little trip extension into Cambodia. Next episode we'll be heading back into Thailand to explore the north before crossing into Myanmar. Thanks for watching, see ya.